Eh, eh, eh. Dude, what are you doing? I'm dying over here. You're not dying. Oh my god, I'm already dead. No, you're not. What are you? Why are you being so dramatic? Why are you doing that? What are these noises you're making? It's hot. It's very hot. Why is it so hot? It's literally not even that hot, and it's summertime, man. Are you live? Yeah, I went live. Why did you go live to complain about how hot it is? I went live because I wanted them to know what you're putting me through, what I'm putting you through. I don't. You're being very dramatic. What is up, everyone? It's your boy Mark the Monster. Don't Say the F Word podcast, coming to you live from the surface of the sun. That's right. I am on the sun. That is why it is so hot. I think I have sunburn. You don't have sunburn, Mark. Like, it's not that hot. It's kind of hot. It's not that hot. Why am I going through this? I'm sweating. I'm sweating, but I'm husky, and it's hot. But it's air conditioned. We have central air and a fan. You have a fan on, and this is air conditioned. I don't understand why you are being so dramatic. Help me understand why you are being this dramatic. I'm all ears. Well, it's just hot. That's it. Joe knows. Joe, get in here. Tell Jeremy about how hot it is. Why are you trying to get Joe on your side? It's not Joe. All right. That was good. Coffee was good. Joe, tell him it's not that hot. Joe, I'm dying.
What you dying from? Tell me what you dying
heat. From. I'm experiencing a heat death. Look at me, I'm sunburnt.
I see sunburn. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Sunburn. I see it.
Your fur is orange. It's always orange. It's not a sunburn kind of. It's not sunburn, Mark. Joe, I'm burnt.
No. Wait. I see it. You're right. I see it. Like on the side right there, it got a little darker since the last time I seen you. So you're right. No.
Why are you encouraging this?
I'm not encouraging that. I just said it's a little bit. It's just not whole darkness, you know.
This intro was severely overbooked by WWE and Triple H.
Oh. Well then.
All right, let's talk about it. Joe. John Cena, CM Punk. The last time ever.
It's the last
time ever. Mm-hmm. Now that never means anything in pro wrestling, right?
I'll say it's probably gonna be the last time they face at PLE.
Yeah, so I'll be honest, I'm a little curious if this is really the last time ever for John Cena and CM Punk. I don't know if I'm buying that, but hey, it's definitely the last time in Saudi Arabia, probably.
Mm-hmm.
But is that your finish?
It's getting a little tease about who Seth's gonna cash in on. They teasing.
They are. No. They're teasing. How right did you feel in that moment?
Ooh, I heard that.
When you heard that music, how right did you think you were?
Ooh, I knew it right because he wasn't dressed in that like outfit to wrestle. So I could say I'm still going on. It's still going on. Like I thought planning out to be. But did catch me. But did catch me off guard because the music played. You seen all four of them coming down, but they wasn't physically dressed in wrestling interior outfit, so you knew it wasn't going to happen tonight.
So that was kind of my thing. And one of the first things, so earlier in the show, because as I told you, I was behind you, so I started watching like an hour and a half late. Caught up real quick because there was all kinds of shit to fast forward through. Earlier in the show, I think it was during Seth and Karrion Kross. Sami and Karrion Kross. I thought to myself, they're not going to advertise Seth Rollins for anything for this. He's got the Money in the Bank briefcase. It's supposed to be like the guy, like, right? But he's doing nothing in Saudi Arabia. That's suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
And then his music hits. And you know what the very first thing I thought?
No.
They're not going to do anything with this. And then they started coming out. And then the next thing that hit my brain was, he doesn't have a ref with him. We just had a ref bump. He would have to bring his own ref.
Mm-hmm.
And then commentary called that out.
And then after they destroyed Punk, that's when he waved for the ref. Poor Charles Robinson running down that damn ring. So bad.
Yeah, man. Little Nate's coming in full clip.
Mm-hmm.
Just got mollywopped by John Cena.
Poor guy. That's what I say.
Now, here's my question.
Uh-huh.
How does that make any sense? Why would John Cena have cared if Seth Rollins cashed in? If he cashed in and Cena was able to take him out, then Cena doesn't have to worry about the cash in anymore.
Cena don't want to lose the belt.
Why would Cena have thought he was going to lose the belt in that?
You got two big men, then you got Seth, and then you got to realize, in reality, if you do the math, Cena has had the most cash in on him, and only two did not count.
Yeah.
Only two. Two didn't make it. That's just that.
True.
Now if you want to count the Big Show, was like, that's, I don't know how to put that one, but yeah.
Let's circle back. Let's go back to the beginning of the show. We're going to come back to Punk and Cena.
Okay.
Let's go back to the beginning. They opened the show.
I told you.
Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
Right out the gate in that match, Cody Rhodes focuses on Randy Orton's back. That's a heelish thing to do, Joe.
Nah.
He wishboned him across the ring post.
But
that's not a babyface move, my friend.
Actually, it is.
Babyfaces don't do that. Babyfaces don't attack a known injury.
But the night before, he said, "You will always be my friend. I cherish our friendship. I cherish our relationship with each other. But tomorrow night in that ring is out the window. I have to win to go on to face Cena."
That's what a heel says.
And babyface says it too when they want to win.
No, babyfaces don't do it at any cost. Babyfaces have to operate in a world of morality. There's right and wrong in the world, Joe. And babyfaces have to be white meat babyface absolutely on the side of right, and Cody Rhodes did not and has not operated in that space. I stand by what I said like a year ago. Cody Rhodes is not a babyface. And he never has been. The Cody Rhodes who left WWE in 2016 left WWE as a heel. He hit the Indies as a heel. In Bullet Club, he was a heel. Inside of the heel stable of Bullet Club, Cody Rhodes was a heel in that. He was the heel of the heels. He never ever turned face. He's always been a heel, man.
Well, I could say this.
But earlier today, his first time commentary started talking about how Cody Rhodes was behaving like a heel. They didn't say those words, but they dropped bread.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think, Joe?
It's like I told y'all last week. Well, yeah, last week. If Jade doesn't win, Cody gonna be the bad guy. You see the bad guy coming?
They didn't boo him on Raw.
No. It's not. It's not the Saudi Arabia. It's gonna be this starting whatever show he's gonna be on this week. You're gonna start seeing the mixed reaction, the boos coming.
You think that soon? You think they're gonna boo Cody Rhodes that quickly?
Well, luckily for you, I was gonna tell you this when it happened, but I figured you wasn't watching it just yet. But I looked on the lovely little website, and as of right now, you got majority of people disliking Cody winning. You got majority of people saying it should have been Randy fighting Cena one last time for the championship, because that would have been a better way to end their rivalry.
You can't count what the IWC has to say.
But I'm not counting the IWC. I'm counting as my point of view. If you look back at everything that he's been doing, it's getting close to that time frame where you don't like Cody anymore. And that's where it's at. You see the babyface Cody.
Dude, they still cheer him. They cheer him live.
But right now.
Let me ask you a question. When Cody Rhodes came out today, did you do the whoa?
Nah, I didn't do the whoa.
Huh.
I didn't do the whoa. Nah, I didn't do the whoa.
How long has it been since you did the whoa?
How long has it been since I did the whoa? I said give it, well, I don't do the intro of the whoa, like maybe when you get into the ring, close to that spot, that's the whoa. But I would say the last time was maybe the last pay-per-view that was at. Yeah.
It's not that long ago.
Yeah.
You wanna know the last time I did the whoa?
What's that?
I did it twice during his entrance today. You know why, Joe? Because I'm a Cody Rhodes fan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fair weather Cody Rhodes fan. I'm a Cody Rhodes fan. I'm gonna be a Cody Rhodes fan. I'm not one of these. Oh well, he's being who he's been, so I don't like him anymore because he's not switching it up. Nah, that ain't gonna be me. That's not how I get down.
That's not how you get down.
That's not how I get down. All the crybabies throughout the IWC, not the Cody crybabies. I just mean the general crybabies who always want what they're not getting. I'm not that guy.
But
I don't know if they're going to turn Cody full on heel right away in WWE. I do think Cody Rhodes will be a type of heel by next summer, but I don't know what. I don't think they're going to do what he tried to do in AEW. I'm going to keep being a good guy. That's how I'm a heel.
I don't think they're going to do that.
I think they're gonna do it. It's gonna be sooner than you think. Because if you look lately, just look at we'll just say the past 6 months. Look at the past 6 months. You really haven't seen people cheer for Cody like they did when he won the title. And as he slowly,
Dude, I
slowly
disagree.
going down. No,
The live, they're cheering for Cody. There's no kids that are getting the low.
Whoa. Wait. But like you said, kids. The kids.
The kids are
But now if you look at the adult side of it, he might be for the kids, but the adults, like you, majority of people are starting to get boring of Cody, the babyface Cody. He's starting to become boring. And so it's at that level in life where you just see Cody, like I said about Jay. You cheer Jay for the entrance when you see him come down from the crowd. Like you just said, you do the whoa because you into his music. You into that vibe of him. But now you got to think about this. What do you want?
I'm not
from
wooing
Cody?
Because the entrance is good. The entrance is good, sure. I'm wooing because I'm a Cody Rhodes fan.
And
I'm not a fair weather Cody Rhodes fan. I'm a Cody fan. I'm going to be.
And you're going to be a Cody fan. But right now, if you were to ask yourself this right now, the simple question, is Cody starting to feel boring to you? Cody Rhodes fan. You see enough when he came back from at WrestleMania against Seth. Boom. Hell in a Cell. Ugh. Back-to-back WrestleMania with Roman Reigns.
Do I think
Cody is boring? Right now.
Cody is not boring. The stories he had post-title win weren't the most exciting because whenever you have a completely white meat, super hot baby face, they have to have a good heel. And that's what Cody had for 2 years of the chase to be world champion. Roman Reigns was a great heel. There was no replacement for Roman Reigns in being a great heel. They didn't have anybody lined up. There was nobody on deck. Cody can't be a great babyface without a great heel. That's it. Can't be. They can't be. You can't have a super interesting, total white meat babyface without having a very clearly defined evil heel. They don't have that established. If they had that established, it'd be a lot easier. His title reign would have had an easier because Kevin Owens was kind of a heel, but only a little. Because he was also kind of right. John Cena's not really a heel. They keep telling us he is, but he's not. He's just kind of right. Again, what did Mark Henry tell me? Mark Henry told me cool heels ain't heels. Cool heels ain't heels. World's strongest man told me that. And you know what? I think he might be right.
Well, I can tell you this right now. Y'all don't have to like me. Y'all don't have to believe me. But I'm telling you right now.
You got to stop saying Jey Uso's just an entrance. They're going to hate you.
I'm cool with that as well. But I'm telling you, Cody, Jay, entrance, what the fans want, the fans get. And right now.
You're not telling me Cody Rhodes is also just an entrance, are you? Dog. Come on. What about Cody and Jay's match on Monday? That was a damn good match.
It was a good match. But you got to look at it like this. Cody. And I'm telling y'all right now. I'm going to say it right now. In the next 30 days, before that SummerSlam match, Cody is going to be full-blown heel. And this week...
So, do you think we're going to get Cody Rhodes versus John Cena with Cody as the heel, Cena as the babyface?
I'm calling it right now. This week, whatever show he starts on, you are going to see the cracks. You're going to see the boos start coming in. You're going to start seeing all the mixed reactions. And by then,
I'll drop in the comments that you're right on this.
And you got less than 45. We got 45 days, probably more. Tell me wrong, to SummerSlam. Well, we'll say 60. Just be on the safe side. Less than 60 days to SummerSlam. In the next 45 days.
First week of July, first week of August.
Okay, 45 days. We'll say 45 days. Boom. In the next week, whatever show he starts on, Raw, SmackDown, y'all going to see the boos, the cracks. It's going to happen. You're going to get the full-blown heel. And then somewhere before, we'll say 2 weeks in, before SummerSlam, you're going to see Cena, Cody talk. And Cena tells Cody, how does it feel to not be behind the fans? How does it feel to be your own person? How does it feel not being the guy that runs this place? How does it feel knowing that you don't have to have somebody in your ear telling you what to do? You being your own person. You're letting the heel persona come out. Be you. And that's what's going to happen.
I'm going to disagree with you because I do not think that's how we get Cody Rhodes as a heel in WWE. At least if I had the pencil, that's not how I would do it. What I would do is if we're going to have a heel, which I'm going to double down on this, we already have a heel Cody Rhodes. Who he is today is who he has been since 2016 to a degree. And he has not been a babyface. Baby faces do not attack their friend's injured, surgically repaired spine. It's not what a baby face does. That is what a heel does. What he did with Randy today was he wrestled like a heel. It's the same thing he did with AJ Styles whenever he hit him with the steps after the match was over. It's what a heel does. When he wrestled Dustin at the first Double or Nothing, he didn't wrestle his brother like a babyface would. He left his brother a bloody mess. Did he do a babyface thing after? He sure did. Same thing he did after he beat Jey Uso on Monday. He did the babyface thing after the match. What's a manipulative person do? They wrong you, and then they gaslight you afterwards. Cody Rhodes has always been a heel. All we're going to see if we progress into an idea of this, the American Nightmare in WWE as a heel character, there's a lot more of that gaslighting manipulation. He's going to do the wrong thing. It's going to be for the right reason, though. And he's going to do it with a smile on his face and tell us how remorseful he is. He's going to be the ultimate bad guy. Because everything he's going to be doing that's wrong is for the greater good. It's justified because he is righteous. At least if I had the pencil. There would be no heel turn in Cody Rhodes. There would be no definitive moment. There would be these little things, like how he wrestled Randy Orton today, where he slowly targeted injuries he knew his friend had. He'll do things that will just benefit him. It won't be blatant. It won't be things that a Seth Rollins would do. It'll be things different. Slow progression. Do the fans turn? I don't know if they do. Because you may run into a problem because he may just end up being a cool heel.
So, just for my amusement, what would you call Daniel Bryan saying when he took out John Cena when he had a little torn vertebral arm thing in that match and he aimed for that when Daniel Bryan and Cena both were the babyface? Didn't Daniel Bryan do a heelish move?
Yeah, that was a heel. That's a heel move.
But Daniel Bryan was
so there's a science to the match, right? If you go in and an opportunity presents itself and you execute a good strike to a knee. Say you do a low drop kick, catch them in the front of the knee, and it's a hyperextension, right? And then you target that knee throughout the match. That's just great storytelling. That's how you wrestle a match. You tell that story, a Bret Hart 101, right? You hit the low drop kick, take out the knee, start working for the sharpshooter. That's the story. The story of the match from bell to bell is how do I get to the sharpshooter? Now, you go into the thing and the guy's already got an injury and you're supposed to be a baby face. You don't go right for it. Things may happen. but you don't go right for it. What did Cody do? Cody went right for the back.
Hey.
No hesitation. He did the stretch across the ring post, and this is why I say that type of a maneuver is heel 101. Because Bret Hart's figure four on the ring post. That's the immediate visual that comes to my mind when anyone does anything other than wrapping the knee around the ring post or just slamming someone into it. If you're applying a move and you're utilizing the ring post, you're heel Bret Hart.
You Bret Hart, okay.
That's all that enters my brain is heel Bret Hart whenever you do that. And that's why I say Cody was the heel in the match against Randy today.
Okay. Well, I'll just say this. They will officially announce Cody heel when he turns the heel, but right now, WWE will still continue to say he is the babyface of the company. And come before SummerSlam, I'm saying again, he will be a heel.
If Cody's your heel, who's your babyface, Jay?
Jay?
Is that your new rivalry then? Cody and Jay?
Nah.
At some point, we have to get back to a real heel and a real babyface in WWE. John Cena is not the bad guy we actually need him to be, which I'm good with. I want to make sure I clear that up. John Cena being a cool heel is completely fine. The only issue is I don't want to see him lose that title. And they're not going to establish anyone as a babyface level that's going to make me want to see John Cena lose.
Mm-hmm.
I want him to retire with that belt. The only possible option would have been if somehow Roman could have been the guy. But Roman's going to go do Street Fighter. Roman's not going to be the guy to send John Cena back.
Main event.
Main event, Jey Uso?
Saturday night main event, Roman. Still going with that.
Roman's not going to beat John Cena and then turn around and get taken out by Seth. You think? You think that's what they're going to do? How do you get Roman versus Cena at Saturday night's main event? How do we get there? Because now Cody gets Cena at SummerSlam. Now, Roman should theoretically make a bit of a pit stop showing up and maybe do something at SummerSlam and then be gone. But how the hell would you ever get us to Roman versus John Cena at a Saturday night's main event? What events could take place to make that happen?
Like I said before, the fourth Friday night SmackDown before he leaves. Build it up right there.
So you're going to let Roman go out and make the movie circle his way back? And he'll face Cena in December at a Saturday night's main event? Then Roman, so I mean, there is going to be I think it's Saturday night's main event is going to happen in Boston. I think it's Saturday.
It's going to be in Boston, hometown.
That's whenever you're getting Roman into that slot for that show, and you're going to have Roman beat Cena in Boston and have Seth cash in and beat Roman.
I hope say somewhere along that line, yeah. But it might.
If that happens, I think they might set the internet on fire.
it might be a little twist to it, but that's where I'll be. I'll say this.
Is that the right? Do you send John out of his back in his hometown?
Mm-hmm.
And is that the end of the road then? Ideally, you have the pencil. You're booking this. If you're going to book Roman Reigns to beat John Cena in Boston, and Seth Rollins catches in on Roman Reigns in Boston, and he's victorious, and Seth Rollins leaves Boston on John Cena's last night with the undisputed world title. Is that the last time we have John Cena?
It is the last time we have John Cena. Final. This is it. This the curtain. Hang up the boot. Vote sneakers. That's it.
It's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying I want that to be the thing, though. I think we're in a better position if John leaves with that belt. There needs to just be one. There needs to be.
I'll say this. If he wins the belt, if he leaves Boston with the belt, he may give us this one last final match for the end of the year. But I really think Boston, what better way to go out with a bang in your hometown?
I'll tell you a better way to go out. Triumphant in your hometown. As GOAT, with the belt, walking away, and having the company be faced with the decision to press reset. Because I think WWE could use a reset in the world title scene. There has to be one belt to rule them all. 2 world champions doesn't work for me. Just doesn't work.
Or
your world title is it's the pinnacle. It has to be world's heavyweight champion of every combat sport. That is the mountaintop.
I got it. Hold up.
It's Mike Tyson in the 90s, 80s and 90s. It's Fedor. It's Brock. It's Hogan. See, Rock versus Cena last match. We got Choke Dealer in our comments live on Instagram.
Okay.
That was my original booking of John Cena's farewell tour. John Cena wrongs everyone. He eventually loses to. At the time, I booked it as Cody being the guy to beat him. I don't think I agree with that anymore. And then The Rock comes out, and The Rock turns on Cena and whips him like a government mule. And then we get one last time: Rock versus Cena, WrestleMania next year in Vegas. Thrice in a lifetime. But that should be the swan song. It's the last time we see The Rock. It's the last time we see Cena. I know we got the inside, scoop from Hollywood that The Rock's knees are shot. He probably can't do a singles match. Mm-hmm. Rock versus Cena street fight, WrestleMania in Vegas. He doesn't have to. He can, there's ways to protect him if his knees are really as bad as our friend Danny told us.
Or I got a better solution. Just to make you happy. Here's a better way to do it.
Lay it on me, Joe.
So we'll say Saturday main event, the last match for Cena. Technically, it is the last, but instead, he'd be the opening and the closing.
What?
He'll be the opening and the closing match.
How you gonna do this?
Simple. He'll be the opening match. Him and Roman face. Boom. That's when you get Seth to cash in with Bronson Reed and everybody taking him out. Boom. Seth wins. Whoever running the show, Cena wants one more match to redeem himself to get the belt. And then at the end of the night, the final match, they add Seth versus Cena for the undisputed title. No DQs, no interference, whatever. Just them two, one-on-one. If somebody interferes with Seth, he automatically loses the belt. Only way to do it. And then you get the one final match. So instead, technically,
you're gonna give us Cena twice in one night?
Technically, he did. It does say you'll see me on these days. It doesn't say how many matches he can do a day.
That's true. I guess if he was going to do 2 in one night, he'd probably do that in Boston.
So he'll be the opening match and the closing.
Man, that would be something. I don't think that's going to happen, though. I think we're seeing a strong likelihood that it's going to end up being... Man, there's no way Cody takes that belt off of him in SummerSlam. That's just not going to happen. Let's move forward, though, man. Karrion Kross, Sami Zayn.
Ooh.
That was a good match.
It was good. I think it was better Kross won, but it still was good.
I got to be honest. Kross should have, in my opinion, at least right now in this moment, I really feel like that would have been the moment for Kross to win. Mm-hmm. He's got a lot of goodwill. from the fans. Hey, maybe the guy doesn't like taking a back bump. I don't know if there's even any truth to that. I made a cool ass shirt though. I don't know if there's any truth to it. Here's my thing. I've taken a lot of back bumps in my day. You can get out of hitting landing on your back. Why wouldn't you?
Man. I know back bumps, they hurt as hell. I had my good experience with back bump.
Shoot fighting, man, we go through all these things of arm drags and all these hip tosses and shit and sweeps. One of the worst concussions I ever had. This kid, his name was Paul. He's a nonverbal autistic kid. He's a brown belt in Kempo. And I was just going through an exercise with him, and he's working leg sweeps. This kid tried to murder me. He's like 14, 15, something like that. He did a leg sweep on me, and he followed me to the ground. He wasn't like a big kid. I was smaller than I am today, but he wasn't a big kid. He followed me to the ground, man. He swept me with so much force. I didn't tuck my chin. I just rock. And I walked around with post-concussion for like a month, man. That kid just rang my bell. It's like, Jesus Christ, Paul tried to kill me.
He was autistic. He didn't know his own strength, you know.
Yes, he did. Yes, he good kid. Good kid. But yeah, he tried to kill me, man. But yeah, if I could have gotten out of that bump, I would have taken it. So I don't know. I don't buy that story. I think it's just some internet nonsense. But man, I don't know. There could be something there. And if you can get out of the back bumps, I'd get out of them too. Shit, you're still getting paid the same. Why wouldn't you preserve your body? I don't know.
I don't either, but like
my shirt's cool though. That shirt's dope. I did a good job on that today. Proud of myself. Capitalism Money Punk is the shirt though. That's the shirt. I like that one too.
See, I was thinking about it like it was either between Cody or Punk, and I was like, maybe he'd do like a Punk-like shirt. And I'm like, nah, it's probably gotta be something dark. And then he said dark. I'm like, oh, it's probably gonna be Cody. So
well, you seen Dr. Punkonomics, right? You seen that?
I saw it. I seen it, but then I was like,
you see my little graffiti styling, a mark on the wall on that one?
I did.
Little Easter egg there.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Sami and Karrion Kross put together a great match. Bleacher Report only gave that match a C+. Just so you know. I don't know what Bleacher Report's smoking. That match was a solid B. Especially in the scope of what the night was of matches. That match was pretty damn strong. Considering they gave the Rhea and Raquel Rodriguez street fight a B. I don't know how you see that as a B, and you don't see Sami versus Karrion as a B. Might be a little bit biased there. I don't know. Table spot to end that street fight though was a little crazy.
See, that's one thing I don't like. All these sites, reviews, saying this is matches, this is that. I think they just watched it once and then like give it a second time to look at it and go back and review it. But
I think there's two ways. I think there's like multiple ways to kind of do a review of a match or a card. You know me, I don't like anything spoiled for me. So if I need to see it in the order at which it was presented. Like I want to see it in its entirety, how I was supposed to see it. So I don't really do like if I miss it live, I'm gonna go back and watch it how I was supposed to see it live. I'm gonna try to avoid any internet information. But if you're trying to analyze a match to give it a grade, there's a caveat. I think like, there's a live reaction grade, and then there's hey, I went back and I watched Omega Okada 400 times. Like I can give you a good assessment of the match, right?
Yeah.
So like this is all like their knee-jerk instant things, but I don't know how you don't see Sami Zayn, Karrion Kross as a solid B of a match, but you see Rhea Raquel as that. Maybe that's someone who doesn't want to say that a Rhea Ripley street fight match wasn't good, because you certainly take a lot of heat if you say that. I know. But it wasn't great. United States Championship match, Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa. That match was also given a C+ by Bleacher Report.
God dang.
That match and Sami Zayn Karrion Kross are not the same. They're not the same match. What'd you think about Solo versus Jacob?
I say that was probably one of Solo's best match so far with Jacob Fatu. I say I have my money on Jacob retaining the belt, but then Tamalonga came out.
Yeah, I seen
And
the
then-
gave Hikuleo that name. Man, I'm gonna mumble these names up. I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna do good.
And from what they say, his brother is not keeping the name that he goes by, so it's how you say it, Tama Longa.
Yeah, no. See, I can't. We got Hikuleo became Tom.
Tama Longa. Tama Longa.
Yeah. So we have Tongaloa and Tama.
And now Tama.
Tom,
like that.
and whatever. Like, listen, give these guys some different names. None of them. Not one of them is named Mike. We can't get an easy name.
I get the last. I get
Why you from Cleveland? Give me an easy name to say. Jesus Christ.
I get the last name. Keeping the last name of the family as their brother, but the first name, you gotta fix the first name. That's all I gotta say.
Let me ask you this question, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need a Bloodline 3.0? Do we seriously need this shit to keep going? I think Solo Sikoa is doing some very good comedic heel work.
Mm-hmm.
He's funnier than he ought to be, especially in the character he's presenting.
I know.
Does he seriously need another rebuilt faction? Like, if he had beaten Roman Reigns, all of this works. He didn't. It doesn't make any sense. Why would any other family members continue to follow him in this bloodline group of him being their tribal chief when he lost the match to be a tribal chief? Roman Reigns won. He got the necklace. In the world of what this story was, everyone should have stopped following Solo then. So the match for the necklace didn't make any sense because we didn't do any of that. Why does everyone choose to forget what the entire thing was? This shit doesn't make any sense anymore. People can say whatever they want about how they think AEW doesn't have stories and all this stuff. Having a story that the ending doesn't make any sense doesn't help anything.
Okay. I put it.
You can't lose the match to control the group and keep control of the group. It's not how shit works.
I'll give you a great formula what this is about.
Lay it on me, Joe. Make it make sense.
Here we go. In the best way I can think of, just because of my collection. You got Roman Reigns as your Megatron and Solo as your Starscream.
You're breaking this down, Transformers?
That's the best way I can tell y'all as of right now. Roman is the Megatron and Solo is your Starscream.
Help me understand how Roman Reigns won the match to be the one tribal chief, and he did not end up with a tribe after. How that happened?
Because
how did Solo lose and keep a crew? Simple. That's not what the match was. That's not what the feud was.
But as my theory goes on, if you look back, Megatron became Galvatron. He lost. He killed himself. Became a new person, and that's what Roman is, becoming a new person.
There's one tribal chief. It ain't Roman Reigns no more. His name do start with an R though. It's Ricochet. Ricochet is about to build his own bloodline in AEW. Gates of agony with him now. I'm kind of excited for that. I'm be honest with you.
Well,
I didn't catch a whole lot of AEW this week. I still haven't finished Dynamite. I haven't watched Collision at all.
Oh shit! Never mind. I ain't gonna say that.
Although you can talk about it because I'm gonna have to catch up highlights. There's no way. The week wrestling got wrapped up, so tomorrow morning I'll be playing video games and catching up on AEW, and that's just what's gonna have to be.
Okay. Well, I ain't watched Collision yet neither, but mostly it was him and AR Fox, and I guess
I seen that. I seen the AR Fox thing, and I seen that afterwards. I seen the Gates of Agony attacked AR Fox, and they went off Ricochet. I'm interested in that.
Okay. Yeah.
I want to see what they do there, but as far as everything else, I've seen some of the clips going around of Kyle versus Kyle, but I haven't watched the match yet. I don't know who won. I'm avoiding it at all costs, which is really tricky to do because I have a feeling that match was probably really good.
I ain't watched it either, but I saw the clips of it. But yeah.
Jade Cargill beat Asuka.
Well, you could tell when she came out at Storm, it was bound to happen.
I fast forwarded through that. Bleach Report gave that C-.
A what? You gave it what?
C-.
Nah, I can agree with it. I agree with it.
I would just ask this for the sake of argument, I guess. Has Jade gotten any better at the wrestling? Damn. That was a long pause.
She's still doing the same moves. I can't really say she got better. If you look at her AEW career and now, she's still doing the same moves, but the last Friday night, she kind of messed up the pin because she didn't get.
I haven't watched all of SmackDown either. I should point that out too. I haven't watched all of SmackDown.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Anyway, on SmackDown when she went to pin, who was
I thought
Alexa.
Alexa.
Alexa. When she went to pin, she did her French move. She did pin Alexa. She had her foot like under Alexa's arm, and she kind of missed the pin. The ref had to. You can see the ref pushing the foot out the way. So she got to kind of work on that.
And that brings us back full circle. We're back to talking Punk and John Cena. I'd have to imagine that CM Punk's going to circle back to the Seth Rollins feud, which is cool because I was kind of wondering about that as Punk and Cena kick off. What happened with him and Seth Rollins hating each other? At least we have a way to circle back to that now. Seth cost him that match. Cool. So that'll probably be SummerSlam will be Seth versus Punk.
Nah.
No?
Will be a trio match.
And we did have the overbooked end of this match where they brought out, dude.
Trio.
Let's get to that. Let's talk about this. So I understand. What a horrible overbooking to finish to a very important match.
Mm-hmm.
That's CM Punk versus John Cena for the last time is an important match. I don't care the venue. I don't care where it's at. That match matters. If you're going to overbook it like that, listen, I like Penta a lot. I have been a Penta fan for a very long time. I've met Penta. Very nice guy. He was very polite to me and Mark. Having Penta running in that match, you're taking a gamble because you have fans who could then turn on Penta for being involved in something that is I don't have a better term. I must say outside his pay grade. There was no reason for Penta to be involved in John Cena versus CM Punk for the last time. It only stood the potential to hurt Penta. It doesn't help him. It doesn't make him a main event player. It doesn't put him into the realm of a John Cena or a CM Punk. It doesn't put him in the title picture. It was to block off interference of Braun Breaker, who does not have a title. So who cares? Why Penta doesn't need to be focused on Braun Breaker. He's no longer Intercontinental Champion. He's a non-factor in the equation of being a mid-carder on Monday Night Raw. Why would you put him in that situation? He's not affiliated with anybody. Penta didn't help his brother in Saudi Arabia. Why the hell did he interfere in John Cena versus CM Punk? It doesn't make any sense. Make it make sense.
Okay, we'll make it make sense. Here we go. So, you got to think he was there to stop them from beating up CM Punk. So, he had to take out Breaker. I say Breaker's going to be his rival for the rest of the year. Then you got Sami, who I really don't know how that got in. Sami got into that, but you got Sami coming down to help Penta because of.
I'll tell you how you get Sami into that. Sami's nosy.
Yeah.
Sami is a nosy Caucasian.
Yeah.
He's in everybody's business.
I know, and so now
Sami Zayn is in everybody's business all the time. He ain't ever got shit going on of his own, but he's always in somebody else's shit.
And that's why I said I'll still stand by what I say. He's the Tommy Dreamer.
He's nosy. He is a nosy person. He can't ever stay in his own lane. How you gonna win a match against Karrion Kross and then bring yourself back out there at the main event? Ain't got nothing to do with you, Sami. None of these people are your friends. Don't let them like you. Stay your ass on your porch. Mind your own business.
But you gotta remember, a couple weeks ago,
Sami Zayn is the kind of neighbor who's gonna call to find out whether or not you got a permit for your kid's pool. He knows it. He needs to mind his own business.
That sounds personal right there. That just makes it sound personal. But okay.
I'm just saying. Listen, I know a lot of people whose skin complexion is similar to mine, who are always in everybody else's business. It makes us all look bad. We don't all do this kind of shit. Sami Zayn makes it seem like we do. Can't just mind his own business.
For the record, I did not say that, y'all. Okay, just for the record.
Yeah, man. Doesn't he just come off like a nosy white dude? He's always in somebody else's shit for no reason. That doesn't involve him. Has nothing to do with him. No one said his name. No one did his move. Why'd he come out? There's zero business being out there. Literally zero. None of those people interfered in his match. He had his match with zero interference. What the hell did he come out for?
What was it? 2 weeks ago, Raw, when he told him over 3, or whatever, when he told him.
Sami Zayn is that coworker who's going to come up to you asking you why you didn't get some of your shit done. You ain't my boss, man. Sit your ass down. Hey, Joe. Hey, it's Sammy. What's going on with your TPS reports? Yeah, you got to fax those with the cover sheet, right? Yeah, man, I forgot. Ever happened to you? You ever forget? There was a memo. Did you get the memo? Shut up, Sammy.
Nah, I get the memo.
Go shower. Why was he still lingering around? His match had happened like 45 minutes before. He didn't have anywhere he had to be.
I guess the best thing I say is over there.
Did he come out in his gear? He came out in his gear.
Yeah.
He was still in his ring gear. 45 minutes later, still in his ring gear to interfere in the main event. It was none of his business.
Yeah, but
tell me how that's not a nosy neighbor. Sami Zayn. Why was Penta in full gear? He didn't even have a match.
He like he was in full gear, like he was in regular street clothes.
He had half his face painted. What? He doesn't just walk around like that.
I mean, you gotta keep yourself. You
It doesn't make
gotta
any
prepare.
sense.
But all I can say is after Sami, you know,
Just
over there,
imagine.
he's the
Just
hometown
think
hero.
about this. Let's go back to like 2015, 2014 NXT. Imagine if Finn Balor wasn't on the show and he came out in the main event that attacked Samoa Joe, full demon makeup. Like, you got airbrushed for 4.5 hours to run and interfere in the main event? Why did Penta paint his face to interfere in the main? He didn't have a match. Why'd you get all done up? What are you doing?
I say he just. I don't know. I say you gotta be on mask every day at the job, so you prepare.
And he got to cue up his music. He queued up his music. He painted his face, got his mask on, half his gear on. So, hey, somebody in the production truck, get my music ready. I'm going to go out here and interfere in one of the most important main events to ever happen. Run out here.
But I can say this.
Go attack this other mid-carder who doesn't even have a mid-card belt. Let me go ahead and just do that real quick.
I don't know. But I can say, it look good, though. Shit.
I mean, yeah. I'm not saying it. I'm just saying it just in the big picture of things. I understand we're setting up, a group match. Maybe we're laying the groundwork for what War Games will be this year. Who knows? I had to imagine it's going to be well before then, but it's just kind of silly if you isolate it into its own thing. A very silly situation.
Mm-hmm.
Did you wrap things up, Joe?
Yeah.
Did either one of us watch enough of wrestling this week to give a Wrestler of the Week and Match of the Week?
I gotta watch Collision, y'all. I can't.
We both missed Collision. And I have a feeling Kyle versus Kyle could be my match of the week, but I haven't seen it yet. What I will say is this. Without having seen Kyle versus Kyle, my Wrestler of the Week at this moment is Montez Ford.
Ooh.
That tag match is my match of the week at this moment.
Okay. That ain't a bad pick.
But I haven't seen Kyle versus Kyle. I got a feeling it was good.
Well, I can say this. My wrestler of the week didn't actually wrestle this week, but he was still good this week. I'm giving it to Kevin Owens.
For the interview with Cody? I haven't watched that yet.
Oh. Okay, never mind. I ain't gonna spoil it then for you.
You can spoil it. I'm still gonna watch it. It'll still be good. I mean, I've been doing a lot of shirt design this week. Okay. This week has been really full of designing merch. And doing posts. Shout out to our friend at the Game Shop in Elyria. They had a Warhammer 40K tournament today. We really got to learn how to play Warhammer 40K.
I was gonna go to that too. I but then I looked at the time, I missed it. Ugh.
They're doing they have a lot of stuff coming up. So I don't know. Figure out what nerddom you want to get into. That'd be your spot. But yeah.
I can say this. The reason why I picked that because if you go and watch it and listen to all the things he said, it was more you're hearing a Steve Owens father figure speaking on behalf of his career the past 20 years. And some of the stuff he said in that interview, it was hilarious. But
I seen the Matt Cardona comments and the spray tanner stuff.
And just to clarify, if you do watch it, the name that was leaked out, it was not Ryback, y'all. Okay, just so you know.
Was it not? I seen some people. I seen the conversation around that being Ryback. What was the name that was? How do you know that wasn't Ryback? First of
all. Okay, because there's a person that watched it, and they bleeped out, tried to get the name properly, and they said Enzo because he said it quick. If you say Enzo, it's quick, and then Ryback, So he said it really fast, and they said you slow it down and listen. You can hear it, and then
Well, in the context of what their conversation was, Enzo makes a lot of sense. Because he is a guy who definitely thought he was a bigger deal than what he actually turned out being. I do still think AEW missed an opportunity to have him be the guy to send Chris Jericho back. And rumor is Chris Jericho's contract's up by the end of the year, and he could make a return at Royal Rumble in WWE.
he could.
I'd be okay with that. I think Jericho's run in AEW could end. The company will be fine without it. They could bring him back in some capacity. I just don't know how the hell you do it.
I mean, I'll say this. If his contract's up, he could be a free agent. Just go in the Rumble, be done. And
do the Rumble, do one last run in WWE. He's a Hall of Famer no matter what.
Yeah.
But I do think AEW is fine without him coming back to him. I also think AEW is fine without Edge coming back. The rumor of that Edge is going to come back as a heel. We'll talk about that more maybe this week. Yeah, man. I think it's been a great week of wrestling. DLD was pretty decent. I do think the main event ending was a little too overbooked.
It was.
But I do think the show was, it was fun. And that's all I need for my pro wrestling. I just need to have a good time.
Nah, I see it too.
All right, we'll be back Monday. We'll preview Raw. We're going to play for When the Bell Tolls. We have not had a winner for When the Bell Tolls. See, maybe we can get some sponsors to pony up something. Maybe we can make a prize bigger. I don't know. But, Joe, you got anything else for them?
Yes. Okay. Now, this is going to be the last time I say this. Now, to everybody who be stalking wrestling people, now y'all realize just today that little 41-year-old man who just got 5 years for stalking Liv Morgan at her own house, y'all. Don't be that person. Be locked up in jail for 5 years for being a stalker. I need to let the wrestlers be a normal person, ask for an autograph, say hi and bye, and just like John Cena said in the interview this week, he don't have security anymore. He don't need security. He accept the fans coming up to him, give him a high five, saying you want an autograph, quick talk, cool. But when you see him out with his wife, that's like a no-no. Just don't interrupt them. Just let them enjoy his peace. That's all they want. They just want to enjoy peace with their significant other. So just keep that in mind. And I really don't know how y'all be finding people, but let me just stop that as well.
I said it before last time you brought this up, and I'll say it again. Wrestling fans, don't be weird. Just stop being weird. Again, like I said about the nosy Caucasians make us all look bad. Weird-ass wrestling fans make everyone think that's all of us. This is important. Bring it in close. That's how we're going to sign out today. Wrestling fans, don't be weird. If you're about to do something you think, man, this might be weird, that shit's probably weird. Don't do it. Also, this is also very important. If you're a wrestling fan, brush your teeth, take a shower, wear deodorant, cologne might just be your friend. Body spray is not a shower. If you husky, I'm husky. I'm a big dude. It's summertime. It's like 90 degrees everywhere. And powder your creases. Just put some baby powder on, man. Wipe. Can you wipe? That's important. Wipe your ass. Wash your ass. Don't go around being especially if you husky. Don't be fat and stink. That's important. I'm a big dude. Don't be big and smell. That's just bad.
Okay, I'm gonna say this one time because I see it on an interview one time. To all the white people out there, they say, now go put you in this category, but majority of white people don't use a washcloth. They use a loofah,
Look,
and
man,
they don't use.
couple things. First of all, me and my wife, your sister, we recently started watching the show The Neighborhood on Paramount Plus, and I think that's where that joke started. Because they have an episode where like that thing is referenced. There's like I don't understand the whole idea that white people don't use washcloths.
It was like, what was it? They said that it was like a black chick spent the night at her white friend's house, and she asked her white friend, "Where your little washcloth at so I can take my shower?" And the girl looked at her like, "What's a washcloth?"
But me and Joe have had this conversation before. I'm not that guy. I can washcloth. I'm a big fan of a silicone scrub brush because I think it doesn't hold any bacteria in it. But yeah, you know, and also a bidet is a worthwhile investment.
Mm-hmm.
A bidet will, you know, they keep your beehole clean. I don't know what else to tell you. If you think about it, if you got shit on any other body part, you would not think toilet paper was enough to get it clean, except for a butt. Anywhere else, like you're scrubbing it. But your ass cheeks, hey, whatever, cake full of shit, nasty ass humans. All right, anyway, everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed the week of wrestling. Thanks for checking us out live on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify. It means I remember to upload it. Don't always bank on that. Follow us on Instagram. We'll be back Monday. We'll preview Raw. Maybe me and Joe will get around to watching Collision. Who knows? But till then, keep moving forward. Keep your shoulders off the mat. Go buy some merch. We donate all the profits to the APL. We're out.